Yo, what's up, G? What's up? Same person as yesterday. What's up, bro? How are you? How are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I don't know why. What's going on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the video. Like the video. Short video today. Short video today. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? Yesterday was a good live, a good live show. Yeah, I'm chilling today. Kick back today, chilling. Kick back, chilling. I'm at the hospital. I'm gonna run it up. D Mitchell, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jeff. Yes, sir, brother. Everybody give this a like. Let's get this money today. All right, let's look at this. Ready? Hold on. I'm trying to pull this up. SharpPro number 1. Yes, sir. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. All right, let's see. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, please. All right, let's talk about these games. So first and foremost, if you watched my videos and you would have got the better lines, let's look at what game was it? Let's start with Michigan State and Purdue. Sorry, I take a nap before the lives. And it's in this house. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Yeah, my thing is in this house. I'm just in a different area of the house. All right, so where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Michigan State and Purdue. So if you watched the video early, oh, by the way, you guys gotta show love on the videos. Yeah, I took a nap. I take a nap right before 4, like 3 o'clock. That's why I was a little late today. I apologize. That's why I was a little late. All right, so I'm looking at Purdue. This can be a quick live. I'm gonna have it set up so you guys can watch it. Wait, where's Purdue? Hold on. So I'm looking at this Purdue team, and this Purdue team is very, very good at home. Away though, their games are a lot closer. They lost to Penn State. They lost to Michigan. They lost to Marquette. They did beat Minnesota, which I think Minnesota's trash. They did beat Washington, and they did beat Oregon, but this one Oregon was going through a cold streak. But they're barely beating these teams. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm looking at this Purdue team, and I'm like, okay. First and foremost, Purdue way better at home. They're not at home here. Purdue's higher ranked. Purdue is ranked number 13. Michigan State's 14. The line is -3.5. So I have to figure out why the line is 3.5. And then I go look at Michigan State. Michigan State away beat Minnesota, which is trash. They beat Ohio State. If you guys know anything about Ohio State, you know that Ohio State, Demiola, what's up? If you guys know that Ohio State is very, very good at home. Okay? Ohio State is very, very good at home. They beat Ohio State. They beat a Northwestern team who's very good at home. They beat a Rutgers team who's very good at home. Now, those 3 teams might not be the best teams in the nation, but those are 3 teams that are very, very good at home. And they went in and beat all of those teams. They beat Oregon by double digits. Their only real loss is to Indiana. So I do like Michigan State here. Michigan State -3.5. That's a lock. Michigan State minus 3.5. The only way we talk about more games, the more likes this gets. So Michigan State minus 3.5. Lock that in. Okay. You would already have that earlier if you watched the video. Yes, Ohio State is very, very, very good at home. Very, very, very good. So everybody give this video a like, subscribe real quick. Let's go to the next game. Let's talk about what game do you guys want? What game do you guys want? What other game did I give you guys? Let's talk about UConn, the UConn and Villanova. Yes, it's still minus 3.5. It's still minus 3.5. VIP today has Kansas, BYU. We have Seton Hall, Marquette. We have Illinois, Wisconsin. We have Syracuse and Pitt, Purdue, Michigan State. We have Texas A&M, Mississippi State. We have all of those. All right. Subscribe right now if you're not subscribed. I'll do a cash giveaway too. Everybody subscribe. All right. So let's take a look at the Syracuse and Pitt game. It depends on how much I do is by how many likes you guys give. Let's go look at this Syracuse and Pitt game. And Pitt is one of those teams that's good at home. Pitt is 15-10. Their record doesn't say anything. But this Pitt team, honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, they've fallen off. They've completely fallen off. So I'm looking at this Pitt game, and I'm like, okay, Pitt, you started off the season pretty hot. You won at West Virginia. You won at LA. You won at home against West Virginia. You won against LSU. You did lose at Wisconsin. But you beat Cal. You beat Stanford. But ever since then, this Pitt team has fallen off. And they're not just losing. Like 73-57 at home against Virginia is not a good loss. Losing by 20 at SMU is not a good loss. They beat Miami by 9, but like that's still nothing amazing. This Pitt team, I think, is overrated, and I don't think the books have adjusted to it. Back when they were beating West Virginia 86-62, and I'm looking at this team now, and I'm just like, why are they getting 10 points? Okay, I'm not quite understanding why this Pitt team is getting 10 points against the Syracuse team. This Syracuse team has played games close. They lost to North Carolina by 8, lost to Miami by 7, bad loss, but still. Boston College, they beat them by 9, got destroyed by Duke, beat Cal, lost to Stanford by 9, played this same Pitt team at home and lost by 4. And Syracuse didn't even shoot the ball that well. They shot the ball 34%. The defense was playing well. They out-rebounded Pitt. And to be honest, they could have won that game. They were up at half. So I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, okay, if they only lost by 4 at home, they were actually favored in that game, why all of a sudden is it plus 10.5? I don't understand it. And it's not necessarily about Syracuse being bad. Somebody said Syracuse is bad. They are 11-15, but if you look at their games, they're keeping games close. Like Wake Forest, I think is better than Pitt. They kept that game within 10. Notre Dame is better than Pitt, in my opinion. They kept that game within 10. They beat Cornell. They kept Texas Tech. They lost by 5. I'm not going to talk about big games unless we get some more likes in here. Texas Tech, they lost by 5. Texas, they lost by 4. So I'm looking at this game right here, and I'm saying they can keep this game within 10. Yep. So, yeah, you can't just look at records. You got to look at competition. They lost to North Carolina by 6. North Carolina is better than Pitt now. Pitt's horrible right now, the way they've fallen off. They started the season like this. Now they've fallen off. They're literally down like that. So I do like Syracuse plus 10.5. Yep. I do like Syracuse plus 10.5. I'm going to save the other bigger games until you guys show some more, get some more likes in here. I'm not going to talk about any of the other VIP plays until that. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get through that. Let's look at another game. What game do I want to look at? It's hard to do games that I obviously didn't. Oh, okay, so earlier I gave you guys Villanova and Pitt, Villanova and UConn. So I'm looking at this Villanova UConn, and I'm saying, okay, this UConn team isn't what they were before. Okay, this UConn team obviously is missing something. And here's why. Syracuse is a full play. So here's why. Yeah, likes matter way more on YouTube. And if I ever post an Instagram post and only fucking 100 of you like it, you won't see me on Instagram ever again or YouTube. Just let you guys know. All right. This UConn team, I get it. Their record's 17-8. For UConn, that's not amazing. But I will tell you something. This UConn team is still good, but they aren't the UConn we're used to. And here's why. When they were on there, remember, they started the season pretty cold over there in that tournament. And they only beat Texas by 7, which is a good win. But remember, we're talking about a UConn team here that we're used to destroying teams. They beat Baylor by 4. They beat Gonzaga by 6. They beat Xavier by 5. They beat Butler by 4. They beat DePaul by 13, which they should have beat them by way more. They beat Providence by 3. They beat Georgetown by 8. They beat Butler by 2. Are you catching the theme here? Every single win is close. Every single win. Find one blowout against a D1 team. They don't have not one blowout. Not one blowout. DePaul is their biggest win where they won by 13 and then another one by 11. They beat Creighton by 4. This team isn't beating teams big. They don't have a single one over 10 points other than DePaul. Yep. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, automatically, we're getting how many points with Villanova? We're getting 8.5 points with Villanova. And Villanova already played this team and beat this team. And Villanova actually out-rebounded. No, they didn't out-rebound. No, I take that back. They didn't out-rebound UConn. They got out-rebounded. They shot, this team just went in competitive in Villanova and beat UConn. So now you're telling me you get 8.5 points against the UConn team? Granted, I know they're away, but this is a lean for me. I do like Villanova plus 8.5. Especially with the world on UConn. I do like Villanova plus 8.5. If we get 100 likes in here in the next minute, we can do another play, a big play. But so far, I gave you guys Syracuse plus 10.5. I gave you guys Villanova plus 8.5. There was one more I gave you guys. Oh, I gave you guys Michigan State minus 3.5. All right. Oh. So, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'm not gonna lie, guys. In order for me to keep doing lives and giving plays out, I have to get love from your guys' end. I posted an Instagram video today. Over 4,000 of you, 3,000 of you saw it, and it only got 100 likes. And it was a recap of yesterday after I gave you guys all those plays as winning plays. I'm this close to not wanting to post free plays or give content, to be completely honest with you guys, just to keep it real with you. Thank you, the Logic channel. I appreciate it. Yes, sir, Chris. Yes, sir, Chris. I know you're day one. All right, guys, let's get to 7 more likes so I can give you guys. I'll give you guys Texas. Let you guys pick. We're not doing both. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out something just for a couple people. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So yeah, like you guys see it. We got 150 in here, and only 93. And we've had way more. 93 can just hit the top buttons at the right and click it. What was the team you mentioned before Villanova game? It was Michigan State, Syracuse, Villanova. Okay. And then I want to you guys pick between, because we're almost at 100 likes, you guys picked between Kansas and BYU or Texas A&M, Mississippi State. Yes, sir, Robbie. Yes, sir, Robbie. All right, so which game do you guys want? Kansas, BYU, or Texas A&M and Mississippi State? Not doing both. Damn, it's literally like mixed. Let's see. They played on you. I see more. I'm not doing both. I see more BYU. I'm not doing both. All right, I see Texas A&M and Mississippi State. All right, so let's go look at this game. Both of these games, actually, VIP already got a higher number for. The lines have moved. I'll do the Mississippi State Texas A&M game. So, somebody said whatever I like best. I like this other game more. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do Kansas and BYU. We're gonna do Kansas and BYU. Okay? Just because I like that game more than the other one. Sorry, there's a flower there. Yep. All right, so So I'm looking at this, okay? Once again, what's my strategy with college basketball? Home and away, home and away, home and away. I don't always take the home team, but I like to go look to see how. I don't look at team schedules. I look at teams, how they're doing, if they're an away game or if they're a home game. Let's go look at BYU at home. And you also have to remember strength of schedule. I know Kansas plays a better strength of schedule than BYU. But let's go look. And BYU at home beat Kansas State. They lost to Arizona, which is expected. Beat Baylor, beat Cincinnati, beat Oklahoma State. Lost to Texas Tech, beat Arizona State. Beat North Carolina State, lost to Ole Miss. So they beat good teams, but they don't beat the top tier teams. Okay. Sharing the screen. I was gonna share my screen on this live today, but I was pretty pissed off about the Instagram post. Not gonna lie to you guys. I was pretty pissed off about it. It was just a recap of the plays that I gave you guys yesterday, and not many people showed love on it. But I almost had more comments than I had likes. All right, so that's why I just decided I wasn't really gonna go live today. It was the last second thing. But so BYU is good at home, but they're not beating the top of the bunch. Okay, so I'm looking at this Kansas team. So I already made the assumption that BYU is good at home, but not the best at home, just because of the competition they've played. I don't care about their record. Their competition they played is like high class, but not like the highest of high class. So, and they haven't won those games comfortably. So then I go look at Kansas and I say, how has Kansas played away? Okay? And that's one thing I want to look at. How has Kansas played away? Kansas lost to Utah. They lost to Kansas State, almost by double digits. Lost to Baylor by double digits. Beat TCU. Lost to Iowa State. Beat Cincinnati, but they only scored 54 points. Beat UCF. Lost to Missouri. Lost to Creighton. So this Kansas team actually has a losing record away. And I think that the difference between Kansas and BYU is Kansas is actually bad away. They're actually horrible away. Where BYU isn't the best home team, but they are a good home team. Okay? So my play, I got BYU. VIP got BYU at -1.5. It went up to 3.5, got to 2.5 on some books. BYU is going to win this game. Yeah, BYU -1.5 is going to win this game. Just to tell you guys that right now. BYU is going to win this game. Don't fall in love with the names Kansas. And yes, Taylor, I do like the over in that. It's a lean. It's not a VIP play, but I do like the over in the Villanova UConn game, over 135. I just think both these defenses will get exploited today, and I think in order for Villanova to stay close, they're going to have to shoot the ball a little better. All right, let's get some goats in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe. It's kind of crazy that some people just took their like away after I gave the play, but it's okay. It's not a problem for me. But Let's get some ghosts in the chat. I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to talk, give me questions, shoot me up in the DMs, sharp.pro. All right, and let's make this money today. Let's make this money. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob, yes, sir. VIP smacking. Diana, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, thanks, guys. I'll catch you guys. I appreciate you guys.